Good afternoon, everyone. SoCalSabre here. Today I'm going to be doing I hope this finds all of you doing well. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing. I originally thought it was going to be at Any Cost Mets, but when I went to get it and pick it off the shelf, I saw right next to it is a game that I've had for a long time, but it had slipped my mind. So I really wanted to get this one out. It's called Clash of Giants Civil War. So also differently is I have been doing my unboxings out on my big gaming table, but yesterday I set it up. When I started to do the video, something happened in my laptop and a setting changed and OBS would not record. It says it can't do it with this settings. I couldn't figure out what settings it's doing, so it's going to be a while before I get back out there again. So I'm going to give it a try in here today. So bear with me as I give this a try. I've got limited space. That's why I don't normally do the unboxings in here. So let's go take a look. Clash of Giants Civil War. This is one of 3 games in this series by GMT. The other 2 are out of print, and so I guess I'm lucky to have this one. And again, it's by Ted S. Racier, the guy that did the Dark Sands, which I liked very much if you saw my video on the top GMT games. So this covers the Second Bull Run and Gettysburg. I have 2 other Civil War games, For the People and A House Divided, like them both, but they cover the entire war. This is the only one that I have on specific encounters. So I'm anxious to get this on the table, get to learning it, and get to playing it. So let's take a look and see what's on the back of the box. Okay, as you can see, I'm going to have shadows, so I'll try to keep my fingers out of the way if I can. Maybe I can use a pencil, and that's still going to cause a shadow, so never mind. All right, bear with me. So you can see the learning curve is low, medium, and it's low, high for a solitaire. And I believe it's because Ted Racier has a chit pull system in this game also, which really helps out when you're playing solo. Well, I even got it for my, I'll pick this up if I can. Because the 2 battles, Second Bull Run and Gettysburg, depict one of Lee's greatest victories prior to his first invasion of the North and his greatest defeat during his second invasion. Both are meeting engagements with limited forces deployed at the start, gradually built into mighty clashes. The arrival of fresh forces in another area where the game system allows variability. Units may be delayed or arrive at the wrong road. You can even attempt to speed the arrival of your off-board forces, but at increased risk of them arriving later instead. Well, that sounds like an interesting mechanic. Try to get your guys in early, but you can risk them being delayed even further. Well, that's going to be fun. All right, this is going to be there's 2 maps, and I don't know how much I'm going to be able to show you in this limited space, but there was one side is for Gettysburg and one side is for Bull Run. All right, so let's get the box open and see what's in there. Of course, the good old Tracy did the inspection of this one. Thank you, Tracy. Got 1 6-dyed black dice with red pips, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not, but that's strange. Okay. Plastic bags. I have a ton of bags now, but I keep using a lot of them too. All right, we have the rule book. Not too, it doesn't feel too big. So we're going to take a look and see if we get how many pages it is. 12 pages. The last one's all designer notes. Let's see what we got to look here. Okay, because game components, the game map, the counters, designer notes here in brown, and an index. Well, they call it a table of contents. I call it an index. I don't think it's an index. Okay. Looks like a pretty standard GMT type written rule book. A lot of text, but you've got to remember when we're talking about counting the probably counting the first and the back page. There's only 10 pages. Operational movements, command, combat procedures, reinforcement. Night turns. Not too bad. I don't like the real big books. There we go. And we got some player aids here. Combat resolution table. Sequence of play. It's always nice to have those out there. Flank attack and combat procedures. And on the reverse sides, we got the terrain effects charts. And then we have some movement notes down here, and combat and artillery notes, and zone of control notes. It's one for each player for playing two-player. And then, looks like we have two charts. Looks like probably for setup. And so forth. One for the north, one for the south. We got two sheets of counters. Oh, only one is for the Gettysburg. This is for Gettysburg. Let's see if I can get this up where you can see it without a glare. Pretty, I don't know what the size are, but pretty standard size. Look like the markings are going to be the same as in a lot of different military games. We've got Robert E. Lee there. You can't see any of the other guys, of course, but okay. The second sheet of counters is for the second bull run. Both are dual-sided, so when you get reduced and take hits, there's Johnson, Pickett, Rhodes, Early, Hood, McLaw, Longstreet, and Jackson. So, with only one sheet for each game, you can see this is not going to be very counter-intensive. You know, it's probably a good game for beginners to get into wargaming to get into, because it's not very counter-intensive. And then at the same time, give us older people a break from straining their minds. So there was two of those dice in there that I showed you before. Been nice if they were different colors, but that'll do. There's another book here. Let's see what we got before we go. Battle book. Okay, introduction. A lot of flavor text in here, which I like. Give me a little bit more to learn about this war that I didn't learn in high school. I've learned a lot more in the last 5 years since I got into board gaming than I ever did in high school. It's about this war and just about any war I played. And then an introduction to Gettysburg. And then we got some these are great books that the GMT puts out. These are some illustrations on how to play, different types of movements and so forth. Okay, nice, very nice. I'm jazzed. Okay, well, let's see what we can do with this chart, with this map. See if we can get to see any of this thing out in this small part. See if we can figure out some sort of a system back here. This is the Gettysburg side of the map. We got some tracking down here, down the side for turn tracking, turn record tracking, victory point tracks, and so forth. Of course, hex to hex. Gettysburg, Cemetery Ridge down here, Cemetery Hill. Well, you guys that know your history real well, I'll get more familiar with them, I'm sure, as this game goes on. And this is the right side of the map. Here we are, second battle of Bull Run. Looks like we got when the reinforcements are coming in. Victory turn point. You got this map upside down? Yeah, I do. It's funny because this is the right side up, but this writing's upside down. Pretty strange. Yes, just to goof up this little guy. There's the other part. Oh, I know what. Then this is reversed. It's when you're playing two people. All right, and there's the turn track over there. So very nice, another nice, very nice map. I like that. Maps are so good. When I was reading the book Duffy's War, I had the map for the 1918 on the big game table, so I could look at the map and try to follow things. Well, there you go. That's Clash of Giants, Civil War. I hope this new setup wasn't too disturbing to you today. If you liked something you see or heard, go down there and hit that like button, please, and subscribe. Pushing that out to your social media channels. Channel's getting big. Want to try to get some at least stuff out once a week so the subscribers will keep interested. So anyway, until you see me again, take care of yourselves out there. Weather's getting real nice. Don't get too loose with your protocols and getting rid of staying safe from COVID. So take care.